interact with your WPF UI like a real application. So far we have focused on designing controls, but a UI becomes powerful only when it can read user input and respond to it. Hello everyone, I am Harsh and you are watching WPF World. In this video, you will learn how to read values from WPF controls like text box, combo box, checkbox, radio button and slider, and then display those values in a message box. I will explain it step by step in simple and practical way, so even beginners can follow along confidently. Let's try to access the value of the text box and password box and all the control and show to the message box. For that we have to write the click event. When we click on register, then it should show all the detail in the message box. For that, I will write the event register button. Let's add it. Click event register. I will give the name, event name as register. To access the value of the control, we have to provide the name for each control. So let's add the name for all the text box or password box. I will set here X and name. I will say full name, here email, and here password, and then radio button male, radio button female. For the combo box, I will set country, and for checkbox, I will set CHK, C#, CHK WPF, CHK.net, and here also we want slider value. I already given the name for this. For this also I have added. Now I will set for this term and condition. I will just say term. Now I will click on register and press F12. Then one event is generated here. I want to get the detail of all the field, like I will use here full name equal to name of the control dot text. What is the name of control here? Full name. I will just say name, then full name dot text. Now it will store to our name variable. Same way we will use for other control, like we have email address. I will say email address equal to email dot text, where we have password equal to password dot password. Now let's try to take the gender value. Let's create one variable gender as boolean type, and if we check if radio button male is checked equal to true, then what we will do, we will set the gender equal to radio button male dot content, and then we'll check for female RBN female dot it checked equal to true, then set the content of gender with the female radio button. Okay, this we have to make it as string because we are going to store the content of the radio button, and here we have to use the toString method because this content return object. Here also we have to do same thing. After the gender, what we have now country. So I will say selected country equal to country dot selected item dot toString. Now we have skill. Get the value of C# skill equal to, will first check if C# is checked or not. So we can say check C# dot is selected equal to true, then set C# checkbox dot content, otherwise empty. I will copy it 3 times and set for all other skills WPF skill, and then .net say experience equal to slider dot value, and then what we have this checkbox check term. So will each term accepted equal to CHK term dot is checked, or here we can do like this null coalescing operator we can use. This is how we got all the field detail, like for text box we use text, for password box we use password, for checkbox we use content, and for radio button also we used content, and for the slider we used value. Now it's time to show in the message box, so we will use this message box, and here I will use the string interpolation operator, and here I will say full name and then name, then new line, then email address, and again new line, then gender gender, and then new line, then country, selected country, then WPF skill, and then new line, C# skill, then .NET skill, and then experience, EXP. And also I want to show if term is accepted or not. So term, and then here it will show true or false. Here we have to use else if. Okay, that's why I was getting error here. So now let's run it. One more error is there. Let's fix it first. Where is gender? This is the gender. Here I will set string dot empty. Now let's run it. Here I will set the name and the email address, google.com, and password I will set 12345. Select the mail, then India, skill I will select all, experience level, then term accepted, and click on register. You can see full name, email, gender, country, skill, all skill, whatever I have given. So if you see here, we are getting in the floating value. We can round this value. How to do that? Let's do it. So here we have to use the math class round method, math dot round, and then now let's run and see. I will set the name, email, ID. I will click on accept and then register. You can see the value. Experience level is 1. If you see here in the UI or the slider control, I have set the minimum to 0 and maximum to 5. So if you increase this to end, then you will get 5. So now you know how to capture user input from WPF controls and use it in your application logic. This is very important concept because almost every real world WPF app depends on reading and processing user data. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, let's share with your friends.